Hi, it's Torikasuda. 4 weeks ago, I had uploaded my DS3 Torch only run, and in my outro, I had said that if the video had gotten 500 views and 20 likes, I'd do at least the Ring City. And considering that the video doubled that goal, I have a promise to fulfill. If you're wondering why I'm not going to do the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, it's because I hate that DLC, and I'm not getting paid for this, so I don't have to do it yet. The Demon Princes was the fight I was dreading the most, as he has a combined total of 21,135 health, and the Prince himself has resistances of 50% to physical and 75% to fire, which cuts my damage down a lot. On top of having to do 2 back-to-back fights, I was not prepared to be stuck for a while. Because I enjoy playing games and don't hate myself constantly, I went ahead and summoned Gale for this, mainly just because I'm not a huge fan of taking 2 demons at once, and for a boost in damage. For the best Demon Prince fight, I take out the one in pain first so we can have the laser version in the actual fight. With the Prince, the one in pain starts a lot more passively, allowing for more damage, but has the ability to give you Toxic, which is a death sentence unless you have Blooming Moss. While fighting the one in pain, Gale will pretty much almost kill the one below, so you only need to fight the one below for maybe 10 seconds max. The main fight starts when the Demon Prince is revived. From using what we learned in the previous video, the Torch's R2 is superior and we can deal around 215 damage and 105 with an R1. The damage isn't amazing, but it's still above 100, so it'll do. During this fight, Gale will most likely die around 50 to 25% of HP left, depending on how we did against the first demon. I lost my first attempt due to being toxic and a poorly timed roll, and my second attempt I almost won, but I got greedy and punished for it. During my first video, I never grabbed all the undead bone shards and Essence shards, so I made a quick trip to pick up a few for a small boost. Third attempt started out off rough as both demons went after Gale, which took a chunk of his health off, but it ended up working out as his attention was the one in pain, which allowed us to take him out faster. With Gale taking aggro and a few charged R2s, the demon and below went down rather quickly. The Demon Prince was next, and he likes to put distance between us, but it's actually a huge advantage. When he's at a middle to long distance, he'll use the laser, which is the best damage opportunity. By continuing the R2s, we can also get staggers off throughout the fight for extra damage and our riposte. Sticking under him allows us to get tons of quick hits in. Along with this and Gale staying alive for most of the fight, we can take down the Demon Princes. Nothing like grabbing the banner and calling the Demon Express and being taken to the Ring City. Nothing of importance here. All we need to do is run past the archers, grab the second bonfire, run past all the ring knights, heralds, and archers again, run and dodge through Madar's fire, and get to the catacomb tower to arrive at the first Madar fight. There's 2 ways we can deal with Madar, and that's by sitting in the safe spot and attack after he stops breathing fire, or sit under his jaw and smack his arms. After getting a riposte, he falls down, we can head into the next fight. Half-Light Spear of the Church is a boss. They actually gave me more trouble than most fights, so that's something. The Painting Guardians tend to roll around a lot and get fast staggering slashes in, and will also heal themselves and Half-Light if he spawned in. Speaking of Half-Light, he has a couple different attacks. The first one is when he has a sword and shield out. If he's two-handing, he usually means he's going to do the weapon art, which is either a flurry of slashes or a slice down the middle with a magic trail. Lastly is the bow, and this is the best time to attack if you can get up close. It's literally free damage. I don't like attacking when he has a shield because he tends to parry, so I try and get my attacks in when he's two-handed, his sword, or using the bow. Another thing to pay attention for is his different magic he uses, his version of homing soul mass, and then the ground spears. By taking out the Painting Guardians first and utilizing the jump and R2 attacks, we can take Half-Light down. With Gale up next, I didn't know what to expect, considering I'm using a torch, but I wasn't nervous or prepared to be stuck because I'm fairly good at Gale and the torch has proven to be a good weapon. For the first phase, I try and roll into Gale's attacks and punish with an R2 thrust from behind. A charged R2 hits for 429, which is insane damage all things considered. During the next phase, his cape acts like a second sword, so you have to be careful you don't get clipped by that, but this phase just isn't any different. I just dodge into him and then try and stay at his back or side and keep doing thrusting attacks. His last phase, he becomes way more aggressive and tends to chain more attacks, but besides being put on defense more, the fight stays the same and Gale goes down rather easily. Last fight of the DLC is Madar. First, I grabbed the Chloranthony ring +3 as I don't need the Silver Serpent ring anymore. Heading down the shortcut elevator and going through the illusionary wall, we head down the ladder and make it to the drop. Taking the plunge and waking up Madar for the first time, I quit out and drop back down. This makes it so Madar wakes up without you having to go close and push you near the front of his head when he does his combo. For Madar, the best thing to do is stay locked off and stay at his head. This way Madar can stay consistent throughout the whole fight. Madar's tells are very obvious once you learn them, making the fight go a lot smoother with any build. Most attacks you can dodge by his head and stay within attacking distance, and for the fire breath you have plenty of time to run away and back to his head for an attack or two. Second phase doesn't change much, just keep sticking to his face, and whenever he goes down, hit the riposte for a large chunk of damage. A few more hits and Madar goes down, and we can conclude we can beat the Ring City with only a torch. Thank you again, like always, for making it to the end. It is like 6 o'clock in the morning and I haven't been to bed yet, so I record this really tired, but I've been putting it off for way too long, so I just want to get it done. This video is much shorter than my usual ones, which is good for me because I can get it out faster, but also it's just not probably gonna do as well, which it's fine. But I had a lot of fun doing this run. Again, I do highly suggest that you do try out Torch Only if you want to do a fun challenge run that's not like super hard. It's fun. In all honesty, I'd say the hardest part about this run was probably Crystal Sage. Just doing it with a +3 torch. Normal torch, not even the follower torch, is not the greatest or easiest, but you know, if you're looking to improve on your Crystal Sage fight, I mean, that's one way to do it. I don't know what my next video will be, honestly. I have 2 videos that are partially recorded. One's like 75% recorded. It's going to be a different style video. It will just be like, you know, clips put together, and then the other one is a video of another game that's not a Souls game or any like FromSoft title. But I haven't even completed that yet. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take because it is a roguelike, and it could take me like 30 more runs before I get an attempt that works. So, we'll see. I have a Dark Souls 2 challenge or a Dark Souls 2 challenge run in mind. I don't know when I'm going to start doing that one. Could honestly be like soon, but I don't know when I'll get it out either. But I'm definitely excited to see what else I'll make. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.